I would love a nice nutty ho-ho.
Hell yeah, we're going to get weird.
What the hell do we do for a living?
I'm driving to work.
Good morning.
I'm not going to tell anyone because they'll think I'm cuckoo. Like those cuckoos on the radio. Bunch of fruitcakes.
Hello, lady.
Well, hello, lady. Hey, welcome to the show.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Well, come on in here. Have a seat. Let's do the show. Welcome to the barnyard. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, well, welcome to the day. It is Thursday, April 3rd.
Yeah.
For those of you who are asleep, yes, we're now in the month of April.
That's crazy, man.
Gandhi is in a whole different state. And I don't mean like she is on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? Where are you? Tell everyone where in the world Gandhi is today.
I am in Columbus, Ohio, OH. I came to see my sister, and Shane Gillis is coming to town, and I am obsessed with him, so I had to travel to see him because he's not coming to New York City.
Wow, you're like a total groupie. I love that.
I am.
So, yeah, but getting out with all the weather going on yesterday, that must have been a pain in the ass.
I experienced something yesterday that I've never experienced in my life. Do you want me to tell you now, or you want me to wait?
No, okay, hold that.
Okay.
We love a good tease. Good morning, Gandhi.
Good morning.
Danielle in the safe confines of New York City.
Good morning.
Everything's nice and safe in New York.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, I feel nice and, I don't know, like untouchable. Scary.
Hi.
Good morning, Straight Nate.
Buenos dias, Elvis Duran.
There's producer Sam.
Good morning.
Let's see, Scotty B is here. Scotty B.
Hi, good morning.
Diamond.
Good morning.
Diamond.
Yes.
Let's see, Bad Bunny, Don Omar. What do you want to hear?
Whatever, Bad Bunny.
Okay, all right then. Here's Don Omar. Froggy, how you feeling?
Good morning, I'm good.
There's my Froggy. Okay, there you go. I'm so out of breath. Whew.
You were dancing all
Oh,
over the
God,
place.
I know.
Sheesh. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God, that was amazing. Okay, I got to get it together. Why? Did you see? Scary can't even talk right now. He's so out of breath. Look at that. Scary. How you doing? All right. Almost blacked out.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Whoa, the room is spinning. That was pretty amazing. Good morning, Carlos, up in the Bronx. How you doing, Carlos?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Well, you know what? I have something in Carlos. I feel the same as he felt this morning. He went on a 4 a.m. run.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure did.
Yeah, running in the dark in the Bronx. Got to go fast.
Super fast.
They'll steal your hubcaps even though you're running. So how far or how long was your 4 a.m. run this morning, Carlos?
I do a 5-mile run every morning, 7 days a week.
That is amazing.
Good for
You don't
you.
stop for stoplights and things like that. You keep going, I hope.
I keep going. Yeah.
Wow.
Never, ever stop. 5 miles every morning.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good
So,
for you.
How long is your 5?
Rain, snow, sleet, it doesn't matter. I'm out there doing it.
How long is your 5 mile? How long does it take?
It takes me about between 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
God, in New York City, wait a couple hours. You can't even drive that far
Yeah.
in 45 minutes.
Damn, Carlos.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been doing this ritual?
I've been doing this now 6 years.
Wow.
Good for you.
It must give you a lot of energy, though, to start your day, right?
Correct. It just keeps me going through the day. I just need that energy to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Wow.
I love how we're all asking questions as if he's doing something that is completely impossible that nobody could ever do.
Here it is.
We could
Well,
never.
we could try it out, Daniel. You could try it on a weekend.
Do it.
Please.
Yeah, I can't even think for 5 miles.
No.
I agree.
Well, good. Well, Carlos, what do you think about running 5 miles every morning at 4 o'clock? What's on your mind?
Honestly, I just think about what I had plan on my day, what I have to do throughout the day, and if I could do the 5-mile run, I can complete everything I have to do through my day.
Wow,
Oh,
there you
wow.
go. So it's more than cardiovascular. It's more than running. It's also
It's a mental thing
it's
also.
mental. It's thought.
That's good.
I get now. Can I achieve the same thing just sitting on the couch?
No.
No, you're going to probably fall asleep on that.
Okay, it's like, oh, How you doing, Elvis? I did 5 miles on the couch today.
I'm a champion at that.
Are you the champion on the couch? Hey, so what do we have for our friend Carlos?
We're going to send him the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show T-shirt and 2 Band-Aids for those nipples so he doesn't chafe them next time he goes running.
Isn't it funny how nipples do get a little sensitive from time to time? How do they do that? I don't know.
So I know you guys stop ruining things, and there was a controversial conversation yesterday.
Yes, there
Thank
was.
you, Gandhi, for bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering, can you ruin the T-shirt for me?
Yes.
Yay!
Scotty's
Yes,
so mad.
thank you,
Scotty,
guys.
Here we go. Here we
Scotty,
go.
We're going to ruin a shirt. Scotty is in
Scotty,
charge
come
of...
on.
Yeah, I know. He's awful. Scotty's in charge of shipping and
Yeah.
organizing. This is like an extra step or two to get it ruined. So we're going to ruin that shirt for you.
But you know what else?
I appreciate it.
We complained yesterday that we didn't have the writing utensils to do this, so
I will send you Sharpies.
Well,
I will
Hackensack
send you
Meridian Health said they're going to send Sharpies so we can ruin their merch.
Tell them we need silver, too, because all our stuff is dark.
Okay, we need silver too. Thank you.
Carlos, thank you for paying attention to that. Yes, a ruined shirt is on the way, and you have a safe run every morning. It's great to know that you're starting your day with us. We love that.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day, too.
We have a new hold button. Let's see if it works. Hold on. Oh, my God. It went on hold.
Oh, my God.
That hasn't happened in months. The phone works. Yeah, Gandhi, what's up?
The troops have risen up against me about this ruining of the T-shirts. I
What
just
do you
need
mean?
to put that up. The people are not. They said it's the toughest thing in the world, and
Okay.
I opened a can of worms.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And it's all my fault.
Okay, add that to the list.
Yeah. It might be tough because Froggy's got to get the shirt and then send it back. It's going to be a whole process.
Gandhi's in Columbus.
Okay,
today.
I tell you what. Let's move forward. Add this to the list. We have to add that to the list of the a-hole that's spreading measles around Kinderkamak Road.
Seriously?
Okay,
do it.
okay,
Come
let's
on.
move on. Move on now. Live from Columbus. Here's the news. 3 things you need to know from Gandhi. What's up?
All right, let's start with what you just mentioned. New Jersey health officials are concerned over a potential measles exposure at Newark International Airport and nearby locations. The Department of Health says someone who is not from New Jersey was visiting the state while still infected.
Oh,
Where are they from? Let's guess. Spin the
we
wheel.
They won't tell us. They haven't told us.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not yet. The person was in Newark Airport Terminal A on March 25th and 27th, even waiting at a Starbucks before leaving. While in Jersey, officials say the infected person spent time in Parkridge and Paramus, staying at the Marriott Parkridge, visiting the Starbucks on Kinderkamak Road, and eating at Sean O'Casey's Irish Pub before heading to Bergen Newbridge Medical Center's emergency department. New Jersey health officials are urging anybody who believes they've been exposed to call their medical provider before they head into the office.
Why couldn't it be Terminal B?
Damn it, that's our terminal.
Terminal
A.
A is the new one. We love that
Seriously.
one. All right, back to you. Sorry.
All right, a massive storm is dropping historic amounts of rain across the Midwest and the South. It already brought destructive tornadoes to northeastern Arkansas. Nearly 50 million people from Texas to the Great Lakes are under threat from high winds. Other tornadoes were reported in Oklahoma, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois, and Tennessee, where 2 very large tornadoes hit the town of Selmer overnight. Images on social media show buildings destroyed and debris scattered in the streets. A tornado warning is still currently in effect in the Nashville area as a line of storms continues to sweep across the state. Hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses are without power. And finally, Amazon is reportedly making a last-minute bid to buy TikTok. The New York Times broke that news yesterday that the site submitted the bid via an offer letter sent to Vice President J.D. Vance and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Saturday is the deadline for China-based ByteDance to sell TikTok, or the app will face a ban in the U.S. Lawmakers have expressed security concerns over the app's connection to China. Tech giant Oracle and private equity firm Blackstone have reportedly been in talks, possibly to buy the video app as well. And those are your 3 things.
Wow, Amazon buying TikTok.
Can you imagine?
Jeff Bezos has to sell a yacht.
They'll make it up so quickly with all the ads that they push right through there for like the
they'll make it
TikTok
up just
store.
with Danielle's Amazon account alone.
They'll make it up at their wedding with all the checks everybody's writing.
Oh, I'm sure they will. We got to go. Or we got to get into the day. Are you guys ready for your Thursday? It is Food News Thursday, Froggy. Mother Knows Death.
Hey, it's pathologist assistant Nicole Angemi, and I'm her daughter Maria Q. Kane. On our podcast, Mother Knows Death, we explore the fascinating, often unsettling realities of the human body. From true crime to medical mysteries, unexpected tragedies, and jaw-dropping listener stories, nothing is off limits. We've had cases of a guy who stuck a fork inside his penis. Listen every Tuesday and Thursday to Mother Knows Death on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Okay, so this measles thing. Measles is nothing to laugh at.
No.
Nothing at all. And we're seeing these huge outbreaks. You were talking about the outbreaks, several weeks ago?
Yes. It's all over Texas.
In Texas,
now.
right?
New Mexico, Kansas. Yeah.
Okay. And now New Jersey, right around the corner from where Danielle lives.
Kinderkamak Road. What the hell?
Right. And then Newark Airport, where people are coming and going at rapid rate.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's nothing to ignore. I mean, I'm hoping we're not going to roll into another world of masks and staying home.
If you got the shot, or the vaccine, does that mean you don't get it, or is it just a lesser case? How does it work?
It's like a 97% chance you will not get it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I say we get one of those. Okay, so a listener texted in. Hold on, let me just get her on. Who is this?
Autumn.
Hi, Autumn. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the day.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing okay. So you found out last night that a member of the family has measles.
Yes.
And this is in this is in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, is a child?
Yeah, it's a baby.
And how's she doing?
So she's pretty sick. I mean, we were told last night that she had measles, so that, basically there has to be separation there. Our son has to stay with us. He can't go back over to his mom's until she's cleared, and we don't know how long that's going to take.
Wow. Okay. So the family's really just in shock, probably. Okay. And
yeah.
And there's a very good chance everything's gonna be okay. You know that, right? And that's what the doctors are saying.
I honestly don't know what the doctors are saying. This poor little girl just continuously sick, so hopefully she does get better soon and she doesn't have any complications. So we're just going to see that for her.
Wow. So that's got to be quite a shock for the family to say, okay, she has measles, got to separate, can't get near her. And do they know how long?
No, I haven't really been given a lot of information. Honestly, the first time I heard about any measles outbreak was through listening to your show.
Right.
And then when I got that information last night, I'm like, what the heck?
I know.
How?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's one of those things where you hear it happen to someone and it's like, well, it's not happening to me. And then it does. And you're like,
yeah.
So let me get this straight. I read your text. My name is Autumn. We just found out last night my stepson's baby sister has measles.
Yes.
So your stepson's baby sister. So we're trying to figure out how you're related. If your stepson's baby sister is...
So I have a stepson.
Right.
And his mom has a baby.
Oh, okay.
So that's his little sister, and she's actually pregnant with he's having another little sister, and she's pregnant again. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's please give them our best. Yeah. And I know that must have them very worried. And this is another reason I can't be a parent. No offense.
Yeah.
I mean, even when my dogs
my
dogs get sick, I'm like, oh God, you don't understand. But
we have a really big household. I have 6 teenagers, so there's a lot of us in our house.
Okay, well, hold on.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Damn.
Wait, you are the mother of 6 teenagers?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so what is the best part of having such a huge family? There's got to be some great things that you just love that you would miss if you just had 2 kids.
Oh, okay. Well, to be honest with you, you don't realize how much you love the busyness and, just having, life happening in your home until they're not there.
Right.
Recently, all my kids were gone for a weekend, which is absolutely a rarity. And I didn't know what to do with myself. I literally broke down. I'm like, it's too quiet. I don't know. I don't even know who I am if I'm not a mom, So that's a whole different story there. But yeah, no, the best thing about it is just being able to watch them grow into the beautiful human beings that they are now.
Wow, that's a lot of work. Now, I must assume, I had some really good friends I went to school with, and they had a huge family. And I was friends with them, go to dinner at their house. And dinner time was, I mean, it was a structured thing. I mean, it was almost like you're going to a cafeteria where they had everything so laid out. But having that many people in your house must be a lot of work for you, but at the same time, it sounds like you love it. You love it.
I have two teenagers, and I cannot keep enough food in the refrigerator. There's water. Everything's always gone. How the heck do you keep the fridge stocked with 6 teenagers?
16.
I told, don't touch it.
Was it 16?
Unless you ask me.
I thought it was 16.
No, 6.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine 16? What the hell?
Oh, it was 6
no.
teenagers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God. I was like, oh, my God, she's got 16 teenagers. That's a lot
my gosh.
a lot of hormones rolling around. Okay, but with 6 versus 2, that's a major leap.
It is. And like I said, I can't keep my fridge stocked. How do you do it?
I honestly, I do. I have to have structure there. I tell them, please ask me before you just go tearing up everything. The teenage boys are the worst, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah.
They just think that they have to have 5 full helpings of a dinner, and I literally just told them last night, like, you need to chill out. Okay.
All right. Okay. So on the food intake scene, I can see how teenage boys would be worse, but there's got to be things about teenage girls that it's just hideously worse than boys. Oh
my God, girls are the worst.
What do they do? What do they do? Come on, tell us.
It is their hormones, their emotions are all over the place. It is always drama, especially when they're in that teenage age, and it can be emotionally exhausting.
Oh God! Imagine what I go through here with these women on this show. It never ends.
And we're not teenagers.
No, I mean
Gandhi. Are so emotional.
Yeah, Gandhi, Danielle, and Sam, and Diamond. Oh, good God!
I don't know how you do it.
Might not be. They just don't feel heard. You need to listen.
Oh yeah, okay. They're not heard. Well, look, you have so many things. Good God, I think you are the busiest listener we have today.
Yeah,
you really are.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, look, you're keeping it together, and it's so great to talk to you. And all the best to the little one in the family that has measles, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
Who's obviously doing a great job being a great mom for 6.
Sheesh.
Not
thank
16.
You so much. I'm very shocked that you guys even called me. I do listen to. I know you guys hear this every time. I listen to you every day, but you guys are amazing. You truly are, and you guys really put a smile on my face every morning, and it really gets my day going. So I do appreciate you guys.
We could really use you here.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously. Well, look, and I love that you're listening on Kiss in Cleveland. It's one of our favorite cities, and we've been in there for years.
Yep.
Love it. Autumn, all the best to you and your family, okay?
Thank you so much, you guys as well.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Isn't it great just to talk to someone? It's awesome. We called about measles, ended up talking about having an army of kids.
Yeah, damn.
I thought it was 16.
I know.
Well, I didn't know the circumstances. I'm like, maybe she didn't give birth to 16, maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe it was 2 families together. I don't want to get too nosy.
That's a lot of kids, 16.
6 is a lot.
Boy.
Just
Is it even physically possible to have 16
Oh, absolutely.
kids
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
are
of
teenagers?
course.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that are
have to have 8.
teenagers?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you'd have to have some twins and triplets in there.
Yeah.
Come on, Gandhi. How large is your family? You had a sister.
I have one sister, yeah.
I know, but the Gandhi family proper, you have a lot of people in that family. I'm sure.
We do. And we have a lot of girls. And I'll tell you what, I know everybody's always talking about, girls are the worst, blah, blah. I think girls are awesome. And my dad and his brother said they both prayed to the Lord that they had girls and not boys, and they got all girls.
There you go.
I don't know if they made that up after the fact, but that's what they swear.
Well, there you go. I loved our conversation with Autumn. And let's get into the horoscopes. Producer Sam, who do you wish to do with them? Oh, I know. It's Food News Thursday. Predictably, Froggy is the master here. All right.
Yeah, you almost forgot the day, Elvis.
Here we go.
Thursday.
All right, if you celebrate a birthday today on April 3rd, happy birthday. You're celebrating with Eddie Murphy, Alec Baldwin, Amanda Bynes, Jane Goodall, and golfer Adam Scott.
I like Jane Goodall best out of all of them.
She's the best.
Is it golfer Adam Scott? I think it's actor Adam Scott.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the one from Severance.
One from Severance.
Okay.
I bet he golfs.
Maybe,
My bad.
probably.
Come on, open your mind.
He's got the
All
look.
right, here we go.
Here we go.
Capricorn, don't get too swept up in the moment. Keep yourself grounded, and nothing will be strong enough to knock you down. Your day's an 8.
Aquarius, take everything one step at a time if you want to avoid overwhelming yourself, and you'll be more focused. Your day's an 8.
Pisces, the best kind of happiness is one that's organically sourced. Keep doing things that bring you joy. Your day's a 9.
Aries, if you feel like you're not in sync with the original plan, don't feel demotivated. Pause and get back to the goals you've set. Your day's a 9.
Taurus, keep walking the path you've chosen, even when rocky. You're on the right track for where you want to go. Your day's a 5.
Oh, Gemini, don't act like someone's out to get you when it's actually been self-sabotage. Perspective matters. Your day's a 6.
Cancer, never stop learning. Everybody you meet will know something that you don't. So be extra curious today. Your day's a 7.
Hey, Leo, often the path to your dreams require you to learn hard lessons along the way. It doesn't mean you've made the wrong decision. Your day's a 9.
Virgo, sometimes things end abruptly, and that's okay. The sooner you let go, the faster you'll make room for new. Your day's a 7.
Libra, you have a lot of ideas running through your head. Focus on one and see where that takes you. Your day's a 10.
Scorpio, stay in the present today and don't give a past mistake any more attention than it deserves. Your day's an 8.
And finally, Sagittarius, if it keeps falling apart, just tear it down. When the dust settles, you'll be left with something else beautiful. Your day's a 6, and those are your Thursday morning horoscopes.
All right, Danielle, you're up to bat next. What's up?
All right, we're going to talk about Dolly Parton and a few rules she has if you're going to work with her. And is Kelly Clarkson leaving her talk show?
Did you hear about Dolly Parton's new product?
The jeans?
Yes.
Yes.
Jolene's? Or Joe Jeans.
Yeah.
Jolene. What do they call Jolene jeans?
Jolene, what do they call?
What? Jolene's?
Joe Jeans.
Yeah.
Joe Jeans.
She did it with one of the Kardashians, didn't she?
Yeah, Chloe.
Wow, look at that. And now she has cake batter.
She does everything.
I love Dolly Parton. All right, everything coming up. We also have a $1,000 free money phone tap on the way. No guest today, right?
Just us, baby.
We're still hungover from Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
They wake me up. I like the morning show.
Oh my God, are we on? Yeah, we're live.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Elvis Duran in the morning show.
So yesterday we had so much fun with Bobby Flay.
Robert.
He brought Sophie, his daughter, and all of his friends in yesterday. Sophie's great.
Yeah.
Love her.
Very sweet.
And they're very close, mom and dad and daughter.
They even
So
dressed alike.
Yeah.
So cute.
So we made some dishes, brought them in. Nate made his meatloaf. Danielle got some P.F. Chang's fried rice and changed it up.
Yep.
Of course, Gandhi ordered Bobby Flay online mashed potatoes with truffle.
Yeah.
And he
It's
loved-
crazy how I won.
It is that you didn't win.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He declared me the winner. He said it.
Okay.
He only said it because it's his restaurant.
I think it was the dish that won.
Yeah.
Which is technically his dish.
Yeah,
I brought it.
he did. Then he did. Yeah, you're right though, Gandhi. He did clarify the dish that was not ripped off from someone else. That won was Scotty B's meat sauce.
Yes.
So Scotty B just warmed up me a big old plate of it.
It
Yeah.
smells so good.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah. And I have to say, Scary's meatballs were really
They were
good
good.
yesterday,
They were
too.
very good.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have your soup.
Didn't have the soup. It's soup.
Okay.
You know, whatever. But anyway, that was an exciting day. Just feeding food to Bobby Flay. Like how much? He's a master chef, Bobby Flay, right?
He is.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
like the chef of chefs.
We should have been like shaking in our boots, giving our food to Bobby Flay.
It's Bobby.
Yeah.
And in
Come on.
hindsight, I'm very disappointed in my meatloaf. I definitely overworked the meat, and I dried it out.
Yeah, it was very dried looking.
I left it in too long.
Look,
Oh.
here's the thing. I beg your pardon.
Thank you, Scary.
Here's the thing. Sometimes, and even the best of chefs will tell you, dishes fail. Or sometimes they don't turn out to be what you wanted them to be or exactly as great as you wanted them to be. That's the thing. You got to take chances. You're going to get a clunker. Oh, my God. Don't even ask Alex about the time I made blue cheese macaroni and cheese.
Oh, wow.
I said, wow. He loves blue cheese. I do, too.
Okay.
And so it was from a great chef's cookbook, and I made it. He was like, he's like, this is pig vomit. Get this off my plate. And I tasted it. I'm like, okay, I can see how It would not appeal to everyone.
Yeah.
So it's a clunker.
I wonder how many
You do clunkers from time to time.
I wonder how often that happens. Like, how many clunkers do you have to have before you get the best, version or the best meal that you're going to actually put on the menu?
But you'll never know unless you try.
Right.
It's like painting a house. People are afraid to paint rooms because, oh my God, that color could be awful. Then you repaint it.
Yeah, you paint over it.
You got to take chances.
I just realized something.
Well, I'm sorry, Scary.
I just realized something. Everybody has a different palate. I thought my meatballs that I made for Bobby Flay were way overly peppery. He tasted them. He goes, full of flavor, full of spice. I love this. So you just don't know. Yesterday we were all trying on sunglasses, and like 2 of people like that. Those look crappy on you, Scary, and the other 4 people like you look like a rock star. So everyone has
their own opinion. Right.
I don't think anybody said that.
No, some people you can't trust, Gary. They'll tell you something looks good on you when it really looks bad, just because they want you to walk around that way.
For instance, Gandhi said you guys went to Sunglass Hut yesterday together. I couldn't make it, but Gandhi said, you know what? And they were going to get me a pair of glasses, right? Gandhi said, you know what? Tell them what you told them. The kind of sunglasses I love.
So they were talking about what you liked, and they were going with these very classic looks. And I said, no, he likes grandma glasses for guys. I know you do.
I love going to the beach wearing grandma sunglasses.
Okay, Nate was standing right there. Nate, tell him how many of you stared at me like I was a crazy person. And one person even said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I will say this. In choosing a pair for you, Elvis, people were looking and trying to figure out what you've worn in Instagram pictures.
Right.
And you weren't wearing any grandmas. You were wearing very safe.
Well, if you have pictures of me at the beach, I'm wearing grandma glasses. Usually.
The ones they found, we couldn't find.
Okay, I get it. But I know, but Gandhi knows. I mean, because she's been with me when I.
But I feel like grandma glasses are really you have to try the grandma glasses on because some grandma glasses look grandma.
Oh no! Give me some
really
Dame Edna glasses.
They had ones with Dame Edna. They had a couple with the Swarovski crystals. Let me tell you.
Oh my God! What about the pearl necklace that holds them?
They did have one of those. They had one with little pearls on it.
Look, and you're like, okay, you old queen. I'm telling you, a lot of guys, even straight guys, the guys that like the women, they love to wear their grandma glasses on the beach.
Yes.
They're fun.
Yeah.
If they're pointed up,
I cannot rock those chunky ones. No
yes, you
way.
can. I mean, you should rock those other than those other things you think you look good in. I think you should try them.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder in every facet of life.
So go back to your meatballs. And I'm a lot of our friend Kimberly Kim.
Yeah.
Her family is from the Caribbean. She is such a staunch supporter for putting a lot of pepper and flavor into foods.
Right.
She said, Elvis, what is it with you people? You people, you don't put enough spice in your food. She's right. So look, what you thought was too much pepper in your meatballs.
Right.
Bobby Flay was like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I thought so too. I agreed. I thought it was great.
I thought I ruined the whole damn dish.
Nope.
What's it? Diamond, isn't it true? Work with me on this.
Yeah.
White people, we just don't spice the food up enough.
Yeah, salt, pepper, rosemary is not enough.
Exactly.
We need more.
Everything. Get that McCormick's rack and just
pour it all in.
mountains.
Let's not pour it in without tasting it.
Sometimes.
Take some chances. Go crazy, man. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
YOLO. You only live once.
Okay, thank you.
So going back to my meatloaf, I had salt and pepper. What else should I have added?
What? There's a billion different things you can add.
Like what? I don't know. What are these spices you speak of?
Well, okay.
I'm not even
a lot of people would have a problem with this, but a lot of people say, well, if you're going to put garlic in, it has to be chopped up fresh garlic. But, you can do a little onion powder, a little garlic powder.
Onion powder?
You could do all sorts of different things in there.
Okay.
But not too much, and you never know what it is that's in there. If you taste your meatloaf and it tastes like garlic powder, you put way too much in there.
So how many meatloaves do I have to make before I perfect this?
Hundreds.
Oh,
You had claimed you had about 600 of these.
I have. I've eaten the same, apparently bland meatloaf my entire life.
Look,
He's from Erie. What are you guys expecting? Hello.
You don't know Erie people like spice. Not his family, maybe. Okay, so we got to get into the Danielle report as we sit down and enjoy Scotty B's linguine with meat sauce. The winner yesterday, the winner of the homemade stuff.
Yeah, that's my go-to when the kids need food.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's nice. There's a lot of spice in there.
What?
It's his go-to when the kids need food.
Yeah.
They don't need food every day.
No. They like to eat out.
Just give them a Pop-Tart. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so it reminds me that, we have a lot of people listening in Ohio, the home of Chili Mac.
Oh.
Like Skyline.
Yep.
Never in a million years would I dream of putting meat sauce, or chili rather, on spaghetti.
Yeah. People love it, man. Skyline is popping out here.
I love it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Some raw onion on there to give it a little bad breath.
Yes,
I'm
yes
in.
baby.
And that's got spice.
All right.
I'm in. Anyway, we got to do something other than talk about food.
I know, I'm so hungry.
I'm getting hungry. Chili Mac used to do the night show here at Z100. Remember that?
Yep.
All right, Danielle.
All right, let's talk about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's first collab album, I Said I Love You First. It debuted in the #1 spot on Billboard's top album sales chart, so congratulations to them. It's the 4th album for Gomez to grab the #1 spot, and it is Blanco's first. So, like I said, congrats. This is so exciting. Kate Spade is coming to Target. The two announced a limited time collection. It's going to be 3 a.m. on April 12th. It'll consist of over 300 items, including bags and clothing and jewelry and glassware. There's even a mommy and me style for moms. You can match your little ones. And more than half of the items in the collection are $15 or less. That's insane, especially for Kate Spade. So that's going to sell out. It's going to be gone. Forget it. Frog, I have a question for you. So Monument Records is closing its doors, right? That's it's a country music, record label. And it's home to one of our faves, Walker Hayes, who gives us the song, Applebee's on a late night.
Yes.
So what happens now to a Walker Hayes? Like, where does he go?
Well, I know Tiger Lily Gold is another act that's on Monument. They are moving over to Sony. So some people will move over because it's under the giant umbrella of Sony.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if Walker's one of the ones that are moving over, but I know Tiger Lily Gold is. So he'll either have the option to move over there or he'll be open to sign with another record company.
Gotcha. Thank you very much, Froggy. Kelly Clarkson allegedly wants to leave her talk show. Now, we know she's been absent, and we were wondering why, what's been going on, Well, apparently after her contract expires, a source is saying that she really just wants to make her kids the priority. She wants to spend more time with them in the South, and that she may be walking away. So we'll see what happens.
NBC loves her.
Yeah, they do. So maybe they'll figure out a way to make it work.
Well, I've also heard they were thinking, like, what would it be like if they put her on the Today Show?
Oh,
wow.
With Jenna Bush. I don't know. I don't. If her excuse is I need to be home with the kids, that would not. That
wouldn't help. No, that wouldn't help. I don't know if you guys have seen the commercials for the new Mario Kart that's coming out. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's going to be the coolest game ever. Anyway, the new Nintendo gaming system, Switch 2, is coming out on June 5th, and that's where you can play the new Mario Kart. Dolly Parton has established some ground rules for working with her because she just collaborated with Sabrina Carpenter on a country remix of Please, Please, Please. And she said, I don't curse, I don't make fun of Jesus, I don't talk bad about God, and I don't say dirty words on camera, but known to if I get mad enough. So they actually...
Those are your rules.
Those are my rules.
You never curse on camera.
Not on camera.
And you love Jesus.
I love Jesus. So they had to rewrite the line, I beg you don't embarrass me, MFer. And then now Dolly's saying, I beg you don't embarrass me like the others. So there you go. What are we watching? The Bondsman on Amazon tonight. That's with Kevin Bacon. The series premiere of Pulse on Netflix. You also have The Kardashians. You have 911, Matlock. Grey's is on. Law & Order SVU, Dr. Odyssey, some of your faves. And that is my Danielle report.
I just heard from our friend Kimberly Kim. She said, yes, empty that spice rack. Ain't nobody eating Nate's salt and pepper meatballs. You're not even paying attention.
I
got spaghetti sauce on everything over here.
She's putting gold papers in the spaghetti sauce.
Oh, my God, we got to clean something up.
It's all good.
All right, moving forward, it is Food News Thursday. We are the show that talks a lot about food.
Yeah.
You're not going to give us a hint, Froggy, what you're counting down on your Food News countdown? No?
I will say it has to do with efficiency.
Oh, God, something we know nothing about.
Yeah.
All right, efficiency. How fast they get orders to the window, I bet. Something like that?
Yeah, you got it.
What other efficiency?
Very good.
Okay. It is Food News Thursday. What are you having for lunch? Anyone?
I don't know.
I have no idea yet.
I'm having lunch with a friend, and I don't know where we're going. Kind of excited.
Oh.
All right, let's take the break. We do have a $1,000 free money phone tap on the way.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Vanna White, right here.
Thank you.
Your TV royalty.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say.
Does it embarrass you to hear that?
No, are you kidding? After 42 years, I love hearing that.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Never forget, that's the commitment we made on 9/11. Honor it by donating $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at t2t.org. That's T, the number 2, t.org.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Yo, get on in here.
Love it. Let's go. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Yeah, it's Thursday. Food News Thursday. We're sitting around talking about TV we watched last night. Danielle, you and Gandhi, did you watch Love on the Spectrum?
I haven't started season 3 yet, but I think Gandhi started it.
Oh, I started.
What'd you think?
It is probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
What makes it your favorite of all time?
Okay, it is such a good combination of very sweet and touching and uplifting, and you just are rooting for all of these people, and hilarious. Like, it is all of us on a date if we had no filter, the things that we would say out loud that you're thinking. And it's just incredible. I mean, I laughed out loud so many times yesterday at so many things. And also, the editing on the show, this team from Australia is amazing. Everything about it is just, it's the best. And some of our favorite people are back.
Yeah, so David and Abby, they're a couple that have been together a long time now, a couple of years. And it's so cute. You can follow them on social because they're awesome. And then my favorite is Connor. I love Connor.
Oh, Connor's back, baby.
Yeah, Connor is the best. watching them describe what their perfect match would be is like the cutest thing ever, and their families are so nice and supportive, and it's just it's a wonderful show. It
Love
really
on the Spectrum is streaming where?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Connor
Okay.
went off yesterday
Did
at
he?
his mom because he does not like blondes, and she set him up with a blonde. Why would you do that?
I know. Well, she should listen to Connor.
Yeah.
I don't like blondes, Mom.
Exactly.
Well, I watched something that's nowhere near as important, but I laughed out loud. It's called Mid-Century Modern. It's over on Max, I think, and you could not find a gayer sitcom. I mean, it makes
funny.
It makes Will and Grace look very, very non-gay. Will and Grace was like the first really big, huge, massive gay sitcom, in my opinion. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Mid-Century Modern, Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, and Linda Lavin, who passed away after this was shot. It's one of those just one-liner after a one-liner after one-liner. And between scenes, they do the transitional sounds like, dun, 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 dun. You know, it's almost like Golden Girls feeling and a bunch of gay guys living together. But it could not be gayer than anyone named Gay Gayerson.
Yeah, Gayer McGayerson.
Okay.
I mean, it is gay.
Oh boy.
But it's funny.
Okay.
I mean,
so the straights will like it as well.
The straights with air quotes. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just funny.
What's it called?
It's called Mid-Century Modern.
Mid-Century Modern.
Oh, Lisa would love it.
I know.
She loves the gays.
Oh yeah, she loves
Of course
that.
she does. She does.
But it's set in Palm Springs. I mean, everything about this show is just gay.
And where is it? Netflix? Where is it?
I think it's on Max. I do believe.
Max.
Isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Hulu.
Oh, Hulu. Oh, of course. Hulu.
Mid-Century Modern on Hulu.
Hulu even sounds more gay than Max.
Hulu.
What?
The premise on Wikipedia: 3 gay best friends of a certain age after an unexpected death move in together in Palm Springs.
Okay, hence the Golden Girls-ish. And their house, the set looks like the Golden Girls house, but much more tasteful.
Living with the wealthiest friend's mother, they navigate their golden years as a chosen family, supporting each other through life's challenges.
Oh, I love this.
You gotta watch.
That's going to be my life.
Nate was like, well, so what's it like? I said, it's really, I don't want to use the word mindless because it's just easy to watch. It's just one-liner after one-liner after one-liner.
I like that.
Like, and that's it. And it's over. You're like, okay, I'll watch
Sometimes
this.
you need that type of television.
Yes, last night was perfect.
That's why I watch the Kardashians.
There you go. The gays love the Kardashians too.
I have a question about the way that you set the show up.
Okay.
At what point, you said these men of a certain age, at what point are you classified as of a certain age? What age is that?
I think I'm right there.
Okay.
Well, look at the actors. Well, Nathan Lane
Okay.
is of a certain age. Also, this other actor, Nathan Lee Graham, is hilarious.
Nathan Lane's almost 70.
Right.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you've ever been to Palm Springs. Palm Springs is where old gay guys love to move. The old gay guys go there to die.
Didn't you say you were looking out there?
Yes, I was.
Oh my God.
Well, because Palm Springs also it has a Frank Sinatra history. I mean, Palm Springs is kind of an interesting little area, but it is hot, and a lot of older gay guys move there. But
Okay.
so it just kind of makes sense. This show, so just watch it. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
A lot of people are texting in; they love it. Definitely is on Hulu. What else are we watching that we need to talk about? Oh, we were talking about the 90-minute season finale of White Lotus, which is on the way this Sunday. All the theories are coming out about this and that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I said out loud, I'm not ruining anything. I'm not bursting it, but it needs at least 90 minutes to wrap it all up because there's a lot of storyline going on.
Lots of loose ends.
We need answers. Lots of loose ends on Mid-Century Modern as well.
Wow.
Just got that.
Who's with me?
Wow.
Are you?
What?
Are you guys excited that the final season of You is on the way? That'll be here soon.
What a huge show that.
Oh my gosh, Creepy McCreepster.
When I first started watching the original season, I'm like, what is this? Where's this going to happen? Where's this going?
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's creepy.
Did
Black Mirror too is back. Going to be back. So
I love that.
There was a story out. I think Rob Shooter gave us the story yesterday. Broke it anyway about how Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
They said he was like the fourth in line, the fourth actor, because all the other ones turned it down because of what happened, what the actor had to do in the thing.
It's a risk.
And the brother, I think, was not the first choice either.
Wow.
So I know, but it really kind of put Patrick Schwarzenegger on the map.
Yeah,
without doubt.
Definitely.
But his mom says he's nothing like his character in real life, remember?
Well, that's disappointing. I want him to be like him. Yeah.
Wow,
Yes,
really?
Gandhi. Yes, I do.
No, it's very surprising, if those actors are turning it down, that they would have gotten that much of the plot ahead of time. It seems like they've been so tight about what's going on and what they're going to release. If they told people that's why.
Well, they might have said at some point down the road there
but it's
might
not real.
be. Right, but,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for being very careful.
Acting.
A lot of people haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
this Sunday night, 90 minutes of White Lotus. I'm there. I want to watch it
So
live.
excited.
I'm going to watch
Yeah.
it as it comes
too.
on.
Me
Yeah.
too. No
We have
spoilers
to,
here.
because people like us are going to ruin it the next day.
Yes. People like us, meaning who?
Nate. Not me. I don't even watch it.
Listen,
All right,
we
well-
have a propensity to do it. It just happens.
Yes, we do ruin things, because we get excited about it. All right, we got to go into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. We're running late, according
right.
to Straight Nate.
Okay.
Straight Nate's dying to watch Mid-Century Modern.
I can't wait.
There
Golden Girls.
There she goes.
But with guys?
Also coming up, we got to talk about Gandhi's crazy travel day. We also have to talk about the way you imitate other people in your life. we all a minute ago, Danielle dropped some of her meat sauce on the table.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I got to clean this up." Then Nate says, "Oh, there's Danielle. Oh my God, I got to clean up this sauce."
Well, she was a little bit agitated, right? And so when Danielle gets a little bit agitated, the Bronx comes raring
It
back.
does.
So anything she says, "Oh God, you're upset about the sauce."
Is it Danielle? People
Sounds like Uncle Johnny.
Is it Danielle? It does. Danielle, people online are making fun of how you say the word Mario. You say Mario. She's
Mario.
Like, she said, "I don't get you. They kiss my ass. I say Mario. It's Mario."
Right, because that's how you say it from where
Exactly.
I am from.
But my point is, that's how I perceive your voice.
Yeah.
It's Mario. It's Mario. And then they started imitating me, and anyway, we'll get into that later. But think about it: when you're telling a story about a friend to another friend, and you use their voice, like how insulting is it?
Yeah,
to me?
always.
All right. With that said, 3 things we need to know, Gandhi. my God.
All
spit all
right.
over the place.
Some parts of western Tennessee are dealing with pretty severe tornado damage. The National Weather Service says 2 very large tornadoes hit the town of Selmer overnight. Images on social media have shown buildings destroyed and debris scattered across the streets. A tornado warning is currently in effect for the Nashville area as a line of storms continues to sweep across the country. Last night, there was severe weather across a lot of the nation with well over 200 reports in the south central U.S. and at least 19 reports of tornadoes as well. They say this weather is supposed to continue. And I think you guys are going to get some not so great weather up there today as well.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Good thing I wore suede shoes.
But wow.
Yeah, Elvis is the only one walking with his umbrella over his shoes, nothing else.
I need shoe umbrellas.
Yeah.
All right. GOP Senator Rand Paul says it's a fallacy to think that tariffs will help the U.S. economy. On Wednesday night, he was one of 4 Republicans who supported a Democratic measure to block President Trump's tariffs on Canadian products. Earlier in the day, he spoke out against tariffs, calling them a tax. Appearing on a podcast, Paul said, if you tax trade, you will get less of it. He said the history of the last 7 decades or so show that as international trade has increased, so has the prosperity of our country. And finally, today is an important day, I think, for all of us. It's National Burrito Day.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we love them. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can get a burrito anytime.
Yeah.
Did you know that they were first introduced in the United States back in the 1930s, courtesy of the El Cholo Spanish Cafe in L.A.?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought for some reason they were just always around.
No, burritos definitely in L.A.
Okay. Today also, Chocolate Mousse Day. So you can have a burrito and some chocolate mousse and then enjoy that for the rest of the day. And those are your 3 things.
Dare I say, let's not look up chocolate mousse on Urban Dictionary.
No. And now I'm going to look it up.
And with that said, thank you.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
All right, so you said today is National Burrito Day. You said it's also National Chocolate Mousse Day.
Mm-hmm.
Do not look that up on Urban Dictionary. I always know when people look those things up in the room because you hear this in the corner. I'm like, don't do that.
And I'm told to cover my ears. Danielle, cover your ears.
You know, also, a listener just texted in, and I haven't checked it out, but here we go. It's Aquatic Animal Day. Which is Gandhi's favorite thing. You love the creatures of the sea.
I love them so much. Dolphins are one of my favorites. I mean, manatee, orca, you name it. If it's in the ocean, I love it.
So I was reading yesterday somewhere this top 10 list or whatever, the top 10 list of Americans' favorite theme parks. And they said, interesting year this year on the top 5. They said Disney World actually fell out of the top 5 on this particular list.
Mm-hmm.
But Discovery Cove in Orlando is now in the top 5.
Wow.
Which is it's all about sea life and aquatic animals. Is it not, Froggy? You've been.
Yeah, it is. And you get to swim with a dolphin, and they have all kinds of sea life there. It really is cool. It's a totally different experience than anything I've ever done. I was lucky enough to do it one time, and it really was amazing. We have pictures that we have up in our house framed of us with the dolphin. It was that incredible.
How are the roller coasters there? How are those?
There are no roller coasters.
Okay. See, that would be nice. If you go to Orlando and you're there for several days, you want to catch as much as you want. Now there's a new one. Well, it's not new. I'm sure it's been there for a while, but I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sounds good.
Is this like a hey, it's a show trip? Let's go.
Let's go. I think we're trying to be in Orlando soon. We're working on a couple. We're trying.
Oh,
for what I think. The opening, the new.
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. No,
oh my gosh, it's so exciting!
It may not be that.
Okay.
So we don't know.
Can we go there though while we're there?
Anyway, my thing is when I go to like SeaWorld or now Discovery Cove, I have this desire to go out for sushi.
Oh my hell!
Oh my God!
What is you sick man?
Well,
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean I'm a sick man? You love sushi.
You don't say
Not
that.
while I'm looking at it swimming in the ocean.
No, after
wait. So you go to an aquarium and you see a beautiful fish and you think, I would like to eat you.
I can't explain why, but I need some sashimi.
Oh my goodness.
After I leave the aquatic park.
Urchin?
What?
Urchin?
I'm not into urchin. Uni. Here's the thing. If you cook it too long, that's when it gets that really nasty.
You've cooked urchin?
Yeah, some people, they'll put it in pastas and things.
No way.
Absolutely. Eating it fresh I can do that. It tastes like a dumpster to me.
Oh.
How do you know what a dumpster tastes like?
I've eaten many dumpsters.
Okay. No comment.
Check my Instagram. What? Wait, what were you saying, Gandhi?
No, I didn't know you tasted dumpsters. You're a monster.
Okay. Also, Gandhi, if she sounds a little weird today, she doesn't. She sounds great to me. She is on a different microphone because she's in Columbus, Ohio,
Yes.
to see her
Loving
sister
that.
and hang out. Right?
Yeah,
How was-
absolutely.
How was your travel day?
Hellacious, to be completely honest.
It was because a lot of bad weather and traveling anyway, even in good weather, sucks.
Yeah, it definitely does. So I had a flight that was supposed to leave at 4:50. And in the afternoon, I got an early delay. I'd gotten messages the day before saying, hey, there's bad weather. You might want to cancel your flight or change it. Here are your options. So the day of, around 2, I got a text message saying your flight has been moved to 6:20. So I thought, okay, fine. About 30, 40 minutes later, your flight has now been moved to 7:30. So I thought, okay, fine, whatever. I'm going to take a nap. I lay in my bed. At this point, it's about 3. I set an alarm for 4:30 and I start to drift off. Then I decided, you know what? Let me just check on this flight one more time. I opened my phone and there was a text message saying, your flight is now less delayed and it's leaving at 5:15.
Yeah.
They moved it up 2 hours and 15 minutes from when they told me. And when I tell you, I sprinted out the door. Thank God I had my stuff packed. I was yelling at my Uber driver, please, can you go as fast as you possibly can? I was texting Elvis from the car. I've never experienced that before.
I have.
And you have?
Fort Lauderdale, yeah. I was sitting there going, okay, got to get to Fort Lauderdale Airport. And then they said, ming, ming, ming. No, flight delayed 3 hours. And a friend of mine said, go to the airport. Go to the airport and wait 3 hours.
They
and
always
I did.
tell you that.
I got there and the flight took off as I arrived at the
They
airport.
usually tell you, even if it's delayed, still go at your
Still go,
scheduled
yeah.
time.
I know.
I know. You got to join the club.
I just, I like to roll that dice and get there as late as I possibly can. And I thought, oh, this is great. And especially because of the bad weather and I was tracking the planes. Okay, this plane's not even getting here until this time. I don't know what happened, but I was sweating.
But you made it, though.
I did make it. I made it.
Right. It was a bumpy ride, but
It was very bumpy.
a lot of flights are being canceled across the country. So keep an eye out on wherever you're going or if someone's coming into town, whatever, blah, blah, blah. By the way, speaking of eating sushi after going to marine life parks, if you go to Disney World, I think it's, what's it called? The Cove, something Cove. Disney World. Oh, the Coral Reef Restaurant.
Okay.
It's in an aquarium.
Oh, that's right.
And you order fish while you're eating.
What the hell? Do you pick them out of the tank?
Well, no, that'd be great. But I could see sitting down, what should we eat for lunch? You look over and a salmon swimming by.
Oh.
How about teriyaki that? It's like going somewhere and there's like slices of pizza flying around. What should I have? The flatbread looks good. Anyway, $1,000 with a free money phone tap on the way.
Another free money phone tap coming up next. Stop calling here. For the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show free money phone tap, no purchase necessary. Void in Montana, New Mexico, Washington, and where prohibited. For more info and rules, go to elvisduran.com/contest. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. The free money phone tap.
Scary, hand me my bag of Skittles popped. I still go for the sour one. Bobby Flay loved these yesterday. He loves sour.
He does.
Skittles, love Skittles, loved them forever. Now Skittles popped, freeze-dried candy. It's crispy and crunchy.
There you go again.
Look at me. I always gravitate towards sour. I think it's from working with Nate all these years.
Yep.
Come on, Grandma.
Can you give me the other one? See, I don't like the sour. I like the red bag.
Okay, you like the original?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I like the pink.
hand Nate the original flavor when you're done.
All right, but I'm not going to hand jam it.
Oh, yeah, Bobby Flay hand jam.
He hand jammed it.
I like it when you put the sour ones in. It starts out sweet and it goes right to sour. Like 0 to 60. Watch this. Sweet. And sour. It's sour.
There you go. I
Oh
love
my
the
God.
pink. The pink is so good.
That is so good. The pink is good?
Oh, yeah, pink's my
I'm sorry, are
favorite.
we on the air?
Strawberry.
Yeah. It's very ASMR, crunching.
Yeah.
Gandhi, I mean, is this entertainment? Is this content entertaining?
It is kind of funny to hear it in my headphones versus see it. It's a different experience.
It's good.
So now you know how I feel. When I'm at home, I hear
Yes.
you guys chewing all the time.
I know you
Welcome
do.
to my world,
yeah.
Gandhi.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I hear like nose whistles.
Yep.
You hear everything in headphones. Anyway, just imagine your favorite Skittles flavors in this unpredictable, crunchy texture. It's light, it's airy, it's fun. You'll have a conversation just like we are having. You'll want your own show just to talk about Skittles Popped in both the iconic original and new sour flavors. Crunch the rainbow, taste the rainbow with Skittles Popped. Pick up a bag today.
You know, on these space shuttles, when people are in space, they're not allowed to have anything crunchy because if it breaks apart, it could get into the electronics.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you any astronaut would love to have this upon return to Earth.
Well, ask Josh Hedden, our president of engineering over there. This is why this board never works. Oh, look, here's a piece of fried chicken. Who lifted fried chicken to the board? This is why this thing never works. Anyway, let's test out our new phone system and see if we can find caller 100 now. Thanks to Skittles Popped, you're about to win $1,000 with a free money phone tap if you're caller 100. Call me at 800-242-0100.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
Dear Elvis Duran, the email says, both my dad and my stepmom know that I want a new car very, very badly. I think this would be a good phone tap if I were to call my stepmom from the car dealership and tell her that I'm buying a car using devious methods. This will make her crazy. Let's get her going. It comes to us from Azari. All right, Azari driving stepmom crazy. Our own Scary Jones, the sleazy car dealer. Well, there's a stretch. Let's listen into today's phone tap, shall we?
Hello?
Mash.
Hey, how are you?
I'm at the car dealership at the Nissan Maxima in Snilko.
Right.
And I signed this lease to get a lease under my dad's name. I put in his social security number or whatever.
You can't do that. Why did you give your father the social security number?
Because the guy told me it would be so much cheaper if I would do it under my dad's name.
Are you out of your mind? You can't do like that. You can't do things like that without asking your father.
But I didn't think he was going to find out. But
what do you mean you didn't think he was going to find out? It doesn't matter whether he finds out or not. You can't use other people's documents to do something for yourself without even letting them know about it.
I know. I didn't think about that. The dealership guy is here. I don't know what to do.
What do you want me to do?
What's she saying?
Let me talk to him.
Okay. He's on the phone.
Hello. How you doing?
Hi. Can I help you?
What's your name, miss?
Maria.
Maria. Hey, listen. So here's the deal. Sometimes the kid wants a hot ride. You know, they come in.
I don't care. So what? So if I know your social security number, I can go to any dealership, get a car, and give them your social security number?
Pretty much, yeah, you could do that.
No, I don't think so, my friend.
It's great. So listen, I just wanted to congratulate you guys. This is an awesome thing. Are you going to be one of the drivers of the car, too?
No, I don't think so. He's not my son.
Who is he, then?
He's not my son.
But we could, on paper...
Let me talk to him. Put him on the phone.
But on paper, we can actually...
Put him on the phone!
Listen, miss, we can... Put
him on the phone. I'm going to call the cops on you.
I will give him the phone, but I just want to let you know that if you want, we can make you the mom.
Put him back on the phone!
I don't understand why she's not cool. I mean...
Are you out of your mind? I said put him back on your phone.
It's $476 a month.
Put him back on the phone!
I'll cut you a deal. We'll make it $330.
Put him back on the phone!
We sweep it under the rug, we give you a discount, and then...
Put him back on the phone. I will call the cops on you. Put him back on the phone.
This car is all yours, all right?
It's not mine by a long shot, my friend.
You signed some documents.
Right now, I'm not making any deals with you. Put him back on the phone.
Take the phone.
Azarik.
Yeah.
Your father is going to kill you. I am telling you.
It's under my name. It would have been like $700 for a Maxima.
I don't give a You have no right to use anybody's social security number.
I didn't think of it that way.
Well, I think of it that way. You better clear this up.
She coming around yet?
I'm telling you now, Azarik. You're going to take that social security off that lease immediately.
Well, here's what we'll do. We'll get another social security number. We don't even have to involve your family on this.
Azarik, you drove your mother to the hospital. You want to drive your dad to the hospital, too?
Mash, I really don't know what to do.
I'm telling you, there's something wrong with you. I don't know where you get off behaving like this.
Should I call my dad?
I don't think you should call your dad because I think he's going to kill you, and I'm telling you this now. He's going to come down there and he's going to crack your head open.
Yeah,
he's going to crack your head open. You're going to be sorry you're doing this. I thought so highly of you. I don't understand what is wrong with you anymore.
My car is, horrible. But
I don't care. If you have a problem, you sit down and you discuss it. You don't just jump up and go get a new car and give somebody's social security number. Are you out of your mind?
I want to talk to this guy. Can you talk to him?
She's
for
not
me?
coming around?
I am not talking to him. I have nothing to do with him. I have 3 children, and I'm leaving on vacation tomorrow. I am not paying for any leaves. Don't even think about it. Don't you ever use anybody's Social Security number again. Do you understand?
Give me the phone. I'll convince her.
Hold on.
Hey, listen, miss. I don't want to give you the hard sell here.
Listen
Yes,
to me.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Don't interrupt me again. I don't know who you are, and I don't particularly give a
My name is John Harrington.
No,
from...
you listen to me. Don't interrupt me again.
Okay.
I am not a 21-year-old kid. I'm an adult. He gave somebody else's Social Security number. That's a crime. If you guys are participating in it, I'm going to contact an attorney, and you guys are in big trouble.
But we know people who know people. You know,
I don't give a
we're
what
okay.
people you know, okay? I don't give a what people you know. I know people, okay? Now go yourself and throw him the hell out of that dealership.
You know what? Let me tell you something, ma'am. I got to really let you know that you've been phone tapped.
It's a radio station.
This is Scary Jones.
Yeah.
Come on, do you really think I was going to do something like that?
You piece of Your father's going to kill you. You wait.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
Whoa! She loves calling people a piece OS. I know. That's such a great phrase. Anyway, it's so visual. That was your $1,000 free money phone tap. Let me go to line 9. Oops, that's line 8. Let's try line 9. Hello, line 9. Is this Maria?
Yes, this is.
Oh, Maria.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, okay. We have a bad cell line, but can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
You sound like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Like.
Are you swimming with the dog?
I'm going to take. Hello, can you hear me better now?
That's okay. I'll just listen closely. I'll speak slowly. Okay. You won $1,000.
Yeah, buddy. Congratulations.
How do you like that?
Believe it.
Can you pick me up an octopus while you're down there? Maria, congratulations. You won $1,000. Trust me on that. I'll put you on another line. Hold on one second. Let's hear it for Maria.
Yay, Maria!
She won $1,000.
Cheers.
Right there. We have a song for Maria. Do I have it right here? Hold on. Where is it?
Oh, yes.
This is Maria's song. Here we go.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you.
Hello, Danielle. Gandhi. But you can't do it. Gandhi can't do the underwater impersonation.
Life is better down where it's wetter.
All right, Scary.
Oh, my God. It is. Thank you.
It's kind of difficult to do.
We really should take a break. Is it safe to take a break?
Yes,
What,
it
Scary?
is.
Push this button here. All right, so thank you. Thank you so much to our friends at New Skittles Popped. I love that sour flavor. Get a bag of that and get the original too. Take them home. And thanks to them, another $1,000 free money phone tap coming up tomorrow. Yo. I'm going to play hooky. Goodbye.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC. I would love a nice nutty ho-ho.
Hell yeah, we're going to get weird.
What the hell do we do for a living?
I'm driving to work.
Good morning.
I'm not going to tell anyone because they'll think I'm cuckoo. Like those cuckoos on the radio. Bunch of fruitcakes.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady. Hey, welcome to the show.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
You know, we all rely on dopamine. We do. Of course, a lot of science is telling us that big, huge bursts of dopamine aren't as good for you as smaller bursts of dopamine.
Oh.
They're saying we have an addiction to these bursts. Like, some people have like a porn thing.
Okay.
Porn is like a massive, massive wad of dopamine. And then when you come off of that, you go down to a low, a valley, into the valley, and you get sad. And the dopamine, it's like coming off of a coffee high.
Right.
And you're like dragging. Right, Gandhi? Am I kind of right on this?
Yeah, and especially people trying to chase that dopamine high and just the sustained amount of always getting the rush. That's what the problem is. You're supposed to have it and let it go.
Exactly. But there are these miniature or many hits of dopamine you can get throughout the day, and so the highs hit and then the lows aren't all that awful. And so Gandhi found a dopamine menu.
Oh, good.
Things we should be doing to give us our little hit of dopamine here and there to keep us kind of floating above the clouds.
It's not just coffee all day long.
No, do not do that.
Dopamine versus caffeine. I don't know. Yeah, coffee, you know what it's like. You drink your coffee and then it goes away. All right, so what's on your dopamine menu? Give me some like appetizers.
Okay, so if you just want kind of like a little boost in your day, apparently things like jumping jacks, quick meditation. Yeah, do you do jumping jacks ever? When's the last time?
Scary. Yeah. If you just broke out into jumping jacks every once in a while, you would be like in a great mood. Here we go. Okay, like give me 10 maybe, right?
Yeah, go.
5, 6. There he goes. There she goes.
9, 10.
Look at that.
Boom.
How do you feel?
Good job.
Look at that.
Great. I feel like I got more energy.
Power
Power
up. Woo!
Good job, buddy.
Okay, and so going for a walk. I know you love going for walks.
Oh, yes.
Danielle.
I tell you, that gives me so much energy. If I wake up from a nap, that's the first thing I do. Throw my sneakers on and go for a walk. Wakes me up.
And you brought up coffee earlier. And it's not only the drinking of the coffee and introducing caffeine to your system.
Yeah.
Just the thought of making a cup of coffee gives people a dopamine high.
Totally could see that.
Right, Gandhi?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're doing something that you like and you know that you're going to get this reward at the end, even just getting to that act, preparing whatever it is really good.
Or even knowing I'm going to the coffee shop to get the coffee.
It gives you that weird little appetizer of pleasure.
Yeah.
Look, only one day per week do I leave my bed unmade. And that's Sunday morning. I make my bed almost every morning.
Okay.
Right? As soon as you get out of it?
As soon as I get out of it,
Well, someone's in mine, so I don't think they'd appreciate that.
Tuck them right in there.
Over the head.
You're off the hook. So making the beds on the appetizer list too? Go ahead.
Yeah. You can stretch, go just stand in the sun. We all need a little bit of vitamin D. Water your plants. You can doodle and draw. Just little things that make you happy and bring you joy. They give you a good dopamine hit.
Okay, give me like a little larger dopamine hit.
Like the entree on the
Yeah, we
menu?
went from appetizers to entrees now.
So you had mentioned take a walk, but what about if you actually did a class where you're getting your heart rate going and you're sweating a little bit more?
Okay.
Cooking a whole meal instead of just making your cup of coffee. Watch a movie, read a book, take an everything shower. That's where you do all of it. You wash your hair, you exfoliate, you shave, you do all the things. Have a dinner date, reorganize your closet. That one brings me so much joy.
Oh, me too. Oh, my gosh. There's nothing
Right.
like that. Ugh.
Yeah, it's the initial attack that you don't want to do. But once you start going, you do the old Mel Robbins thing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
and then you have to get up and go
Go.
clean the closet.
I love it.
All right, those are big ones. Give me some sides on the menu.
Side orders. Okay, so listen to a podcast. We have a lot of podcasts we would recommend. You could put on a TV show that you've seen before, so it's just kind of running in the background. Maybe like we all do with The Office. I know Danielle and I both love that show.
In the office. Yep.
It makes me happy, even if I'm not totally paying attention to it. Call a buddy, just catch up with them. You can play with a fidget toy, apparently.
Oh.
How about pull an affirmation card? Do you know what that is?
Talk to us.
So you can either make them yourself or you can actually buy a deck, and it's just little mottos for the day, little sentences that keep you going. I am capable. I can do this. Just good positive words for yourself. Listen to an audiobook. Danielle does that all the time.
Yeah, almost every day.
And diffusers. They're saying that breathing in some healthy oils can be really good for you, like vapors,
All right. Are we being too crunchy?
No.
I think this is a
Is
good
this crunchy?
I think what you learn from all of this on this list, and there's more on the list if you want. I'll give you the source that Gandhi found in a minute. Just, you can think on your own, like the little things that really kind of give you that little edge for a second, like getting a hug or, like you said, standing in the sun. Wow.
Yes.
Or stopping and just thinking about being on a beach. Your dopamine levels will rise.
Yeah.
Not to the point where your head will explode, but those little things all day long, those, in my opinion, are examples of taking care of yourself.
Yeah. I've noticed too, Froggy brought something up the other day about going to the Masters. He's going to have to put his phone down for 8 hours, not touch it.
Right.
Yep.
And I've realized that the best days and the best feelings of dopamine I get are the times where I just haven't touched my phone for a long time because I'm really enjoying whatever activity that is. So I think sometimes maybe staying away from something can be good for your dopamine levels, especially when we scroll so much and you're taking in dark news and you're looking at other people's lives and comparing yourself. Maybe you can just cleanse a little bit too.
Guilty.
Wow. Turning off the TV is a dopamine high. Wow. Interesting. Froggy has gone on and on several times about going to the Masters. And so there's something about that day, that event. You have all sorts of spikes of dopamine coming from all sorts of different places.
Yeah, yesterday, the tickets came in the mail yesterday, and it was like an event. Kaden and I opened it up. We took out the passes and everything and looked at them, and we just looked at each other and said, we're going to the Masters. It's something we've always wanted to do, and we're finally doing it. We're driving up next Tuesday night, and we'll be there on Wednesday. I have never been more excited for something since I went to the Super Bowl. Since you sent us to the Super Bowl.
That's so cool. You're going to have a great time. Now, on the other side, there are some things on this list that I think are, I don't know, maybe destructive. And this is the little highs you get from going online.
Yes.
Staying on social media and then liking something or seeing a bunch of likes on something you posted. That gives you dopamine as well, a dopamine flow.
Yes.
But we also say that those are very highly addictive.
No.
That makes me a dope.
What's that?
That makes me a dope.
That's right, Scary.
Dopamine.
A dope fiend.
So you were saying earlier that those are the addictive ones.
Yes. And those are the things that are causing the problems because when you can just continue to have that sustained feeling of, the little high that you get, that's when you sort of burn yourself out on it. You're not supposed to feel it all day long. You're supposed to get hits. That's why I call it dopamine hits.
So you get some addictive stuff in there.
Makes
Nate just gave me this story here. The headline, where did it go? I just ruined it. This man was lost at sea for 29 days and said it was a nice break from reality. Okay, so we're talking basically a month at sea. I'll just read from the article. He said it was a nice break from everything. He set out with a friend from Mono Island, whatever. The Guardian reported a friend equipped only with a small 60-horsepower motorboat and a sack of oranges for snacking.
Whoa.
They planned a route headed 200 kilometers south to somewhere in New Georgia Island, whatever, within the Solomon Islands of New Guinea. They've taken this in the past. So they got lost at sea. 29 days with just eating stuff off the beach.
Yep.
I mean, this is the real life survivor,
Wow, yeah.
right?
But they needed to get away from. They had to literally be marooned on an island to get away from Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff.
So what do you do if you're on an island that's addictive? I mean, other than masturbation, I mean, I don't know.
Right.
What else?
Yeah, what else is there?
What
to
else
do?
is there? I guess you could become addicted to working out and swimming.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm addicted to looking for something to eat.
Yeah, surviving.
I think I'm addicted to surviving. What?
But I think the thing that we're looking at here is we've become addicted to so many things we can't figure out those things that actually make us happy anymore.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We have so many things in our daily routine, whether it's scrolling on Instagram or figuring out a TV show or, shopping online. What are those things that used to make us happy that humans, as a human being animal, made us happy 1,000 years ago?
Well, not even 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? It wasn't that long ago. You would be walking down a sidewalk and you would see the leftovers of a kid's hopscotch.
Yeah.
And you would do the hopscotch while walking down this. Would you do that now? I would.
I'd still do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
Yeah.
So dopamine, an interesting little drug in our bodies.
It's glorious.
I'm glad you brought that in. Oh, so let me go ahead and cite the source. This was from, it's called theeverygirl.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's called theeverygirl.com. Thank you for that thought. Just talking about it gave me a little boom of dopamine. Scary.
Yes.
More jumping jacks. You're falling.
Another 10?
Here you go. Give me 10.
One.
Oh, there she goes.
Hey, 5, 6, 7.
Make it 20. Keep going.
9, 10.
Make it 30. Keep going.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Never forget. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at t2t.org. That's T2T.org.
Make some noise!
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Everybody good? Everybody
Yeah.
good? Can I get you anything? What can I get you?
Food.
Anything?
Food. Yeah, we're hungry.
What do you need?
I don't know.
I'd like a dirty martini, please.
Oh, that would be nice. I would drink a martini in the morning. If I have nothing else to do the rest of the day, I'll day drinking. Fun.
Blue cheese olives.
Yeah, you know what? Absolutely. I love a good old. I didn't used to like blue cheese olives in my martini because I thought dairy in gin. It's like, what's going on? Now I'm into them. It's a little meal. Anyway, we were talking earlier about how we are so insulting when we impersonate each other, right?
Yeah.
Like a little while ago, Danielle dropped her meat sauce on the table.
Yeah.
And I dropped my meat sauce. And then
Well, that's not what she sounds like.
Nate said, hey, I dropped my meat sauce.
Yeah, I got my meat sauce on the counter. I need something to wipe it up.
I don't sound anything like that.
That's how he.
the worst accent I've ever heard.
That's how he thinks you sound.
That's what
And it sounds like Uncle Johnny to be.
He does.
My Uncle Johnny's a little deeper.
Well, then Nate is like this. Hey, Nate, why are you so upset? Why are you so anxious?
I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Don't we have sound of him sounding like that, Garrett? We do. I gotta find it. You go, yeah, fine. We'll play it for you.
But I sound just like Danielle.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
See, you just sounded like me.
You don't sound like
No, Danielle talks like this. What are you doing, Ray? You're so stupid.
That doesn't sound like me either.
None of them sound like you.
You're a jackass.
It's like when you go to the it's like when you go to the park and there's a guy drawing caricatures of people.
Yes.
These are caricatures of your voice.
Right.
Have Gandhi do her Danielle.
Yeah, do Danielle Gandhi.
I'm trying to think. I mean, Danielle, when she gets mad, she just starts cursing a lot, and I can't really do that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what about Gandhi? Gandhi is
kind of
does this thing here.
I'm gonna mess up Andrew's keyboard.
Elvis, I don't know if I can make it to that dinner tonight.
See, I think that's more me impersonating everybody else, but I'm down.
That doesn't sound anything like her.
Okay. You know what? Then challenge on. We need to brush up on our Gandhi.
Do you know who's really good? I mean, Andrew's great at doing impressions.
Andrew!
Andrew,
Hold on. Okay. Here's Danielle.
Okay.
Andrew does Scotty B.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
No,
so
he does
you
Scotty.
do a good job impersonating everyone on the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that his mic?
This is him right here.
Okay. Whose is this?
Scotty.
Oh, Scotty. Hi, Scotty.
For
Hey.
reaction.
So, Scotty, Andrew says he can do a great you.
Yeah, he does a great me.
Okay. Okay, do Scotty.
Well,
Okay, so it has to be in context. It has to be like him kissing my ass or something.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Scotty will go, hey, do you want a banana? I got a fresh banana, Elvis. You know, you're like teacher's pet, like
Yeah,
giving me
of
fruit. So how does he sound?
Elvis, I have a long banana for you. Special. You want me to eat it on camera, Elvis?
See, it sounds nothing like him, but it's the attitude.
Do you know that one time I asked Andrew to do Josh, and Josh got so mad at me that I asked Andrew to do that. He didn't speak to me for 2 years.
What?
Yeah.
For 2 years?
Remember that?
2
That's a long
years. That's a
time.
long grudge.
Impersonating Josh is easy because Josh is very mellow.
Hi.
He's like, hey, how you doing?
Everyone's Josh is the same because it's Josh.
I know, but Josh,
Hi.
I always feel so relaxed with Josh because his voice is very, very, it's very, very.
Oh, definitely.
If he read an audiobook, I'd listen.
Oh, me
Exactly.
too. Me too.
No, I'm not.
He's like ASMR to me,
My
Josh.
pink eye can't come in.
Josh,
Well, okay.
Josh screams in sloth. I don't know how he does it, but when you startle him, all you hear is, ugh.
He does. He slows down. He slows down his words. I don't understand. That's Josh. I love Josh. So yeah, but it's so if you break it down, the sounds we're making while impersonating our best friends and family are just downright insulting.
If they really are.
I just thought of something. We don't do.
I
you.
just
thought of something.
I just thought of something. You sound like Curly from the Three Stooges. I just thought of something.
Wait, you know what we all do? We all impersonate Scary when he's recording a commercial, but I wish you could see the visual because you stand up and you push your pelvis forward and then you go, and Dr. Fat Lawson.
Why don't you do a video of that? You need to show it because it is funny.
I actually recorded him doing it the other day because he was going ham on that microphone. It looked like he was conducting an orchestra. I actually told Scotty, stop speaking to me for a second so I can record this. So bad.
Okay. Here's Nate. Hold on.
The best. It's
That's called a movie.
all the time.
That was him talking. He gets in this high register something like Popeye.
I get exasperated sometimes.
The best. It's
That's called a movie.
all the time.
That's a bad example, but anyway, that's how we make fun of each other.
We actually don't have an Elvis. I don't have an Elvis. Does anybody have an Elvis?
No.
We don't do
I guess
Not
I'm
if you
born.
want to keep working here.
Dear Froggy. Not if you want to keep on working here.
You don't.
We just do a Miranda Priestley to each other whenever we want something. That's usually it.
Please move at a glacial pace.
Yes.
You know how that. You know how that thrills me. Andrew. Send us a talkback of your Oh, this is great. Okay, go to follow us on the
iHeart app. You'll see the talkback option.
On where though?
The on-demand page for the Elvis Duran on demand. Go look for that in your iHeartRadio app, wherever you get your podcasts, and you'll see a little microphone. You tap the microphone and leave us a talkback.
And do your impersonations of it.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous.
What a
I
good
promise
idea.
we will not get as hurt.
Andrew, do you have an Elvis?
No, it's usually just a Miranda Priestley. Like if you want something, let's
Okay.
go move at a glacial pace.
You know how that thrills me.
Yep.
Fine.
The color you call blue. I could watch that film over and over, and I have.
Same. So much same.
What?
You want to do those impressions this time tomorrow? It'll take time to collate and.
We're gonna call it. Okay. Okay.
You make me sound like Papa. I don't sound like that.
Okay. You do use falsetto a lot.
That's when I get exasperated. Is when I go into the.
No,
upper...
it's a different one. Your falsetto is like this, but your other one's like. You go to this weird.
I don't do the. I'm not Pee Wee Herman.
I wish we had another
Sometimes.
We have more Nate. Look at Nate.
Andrew he did a pretty good impression of me once.
Can you do Gandhi? Where he what?
He was on his knees wearing my hair, walking around knocking things off of desks. It was kind of funny.
Which is what you do, not on your knees, but at the same height.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
No, it's easy to impersonate her height-wise. Voice-wise, it's more. I can't do that one.
Is going on your knees an impersonation?
Yeah, I mean she's short enough, and then you just wear a wig. You just knock things over. I see the long hair.
I think impersonation is more of a voice thing, is it not? Yeah.
Impression, maybe.
Impression.
So maybe I was just in drag as Gandhi.
You didn't drag me, and it was great, Andrew.
Andrew also does a good angry Scotty. He's got both sides of the Scotty spectrum.
Oh, my kids. You don't know the struggle. I'm a father first. I gotta get home at 10:30. Oh, my kids. I need to get home. Cooper needs
You
applesauce.
sound like you're from you sound like you're from the South in the Civil War.
Sounds like an evangelist.
You sound like an evangelist, or you're in the South in the Civil War.
You don't know the struggle of being a father.
You don't know the struggle.
Cooper needs her applesauce.
My daughter's going to college, but I need to be home to get her off the bus.
Scotty, is that what you sound like?
Oh, he has no mic.
It's okay.
But on the other side of that, you could do both. You could do, I need to get home right now. Unless Elvis, you take me out to lunch.
All right, here's more Nate. Okay, Nate will talk like this and on falsetto, but this is the different Nate. This is the flustered Nate. He does that.
It sounds like the beginning of
It sounds
like Intergalactic from the Beastie Boys.
It does. Oh, God. Anyways, so I guess we go on, and we'll stop going on and on about this. But you and your friends, if you get together in groups, have this discussion.
Yeah.
Like, what do I sound like when I'm at my worst, or if I'm excited or flustered, and they have your voice down?
For sure. I think you're not friends if you don't impersonate that person or do an impression of them in some way when you're telling a story about them.
Could be. You're not friends unless you can really just shank them. Yeah,
It's a love
if,
language.
if you walk away from your friends without a knife in your back, then they aren't your friends.
Exactly.
Like-
See, I think a knife in the front. Knife in the front. always.
In the eye. And you have to stab them and then turn it.
Yes.
And then that's really good friendship.
Several times.
Exactly. All right. Let's get into the room. Let's go around the room. What's on the minds of people in the room? We'll start with Gandhi in another room in Columbus, Ohio.
Hi.
What's going on?
I totally forgot. Yesterday was Wednesday, and I had a new episode of my podcast out, and we had so much fun doing this one, and I got some answers that a lot of people have been wanting to know about Diamond, Josh, and Andrew. Specifically, why are the three of you single? The answers were fabulous.
Oh, jeez.
So it's I think you have just as much fun, or sometimes more fun, just with the family on your Sauce on the Side podcast than you do with guests coming in.
I have way more fun with them because, again, everybody's just making fun of each other and having a really good time, and we get to know each other better, and it's fun to present that to any of the listeners that want to hear it, who they've given us all so much positive feedback on it. So it's really fun to have them, for sure. So if you want to listen, Sauce on the Side, you can get it on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. But Sauce on the Side, come listen.
I'd love to be a guest on that sometime.
I wanted you to be a guest. You turned me down.
Well, you do. I'm already at home when you do it. You got to do it before 9:30 a.m.
Wait, I have to do the podcast during the show?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
At 10:01.
Get on.
At 10:01.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, producer Sam?
Okay, you guys know, generally, I am such a fan of all creatures. I'll catch the bug, I'll send them outside. Everything deserves to live. I found a wolf spider in my condo the other day, and when I tell you it scared my soul out of my body, I think pieces of my soul are still returning.
A wolf spider.
A wolf spider.
Let me look that up.
So cute. Don't Google Gandhi, you sick freak. Don't you Google that if you don't like spiders, because they're a very specific look. I know exactly what they are because I grew up with them. They are huge and they're fuzzy and they're fast and they look like they want to eat me.
Their face looks like a gorilla.
Their faces are so cute.
It looks
You
like a
psycho.
tarantula.
I can't. It's under my dryer right now, and I don't want to kill it, but I also know that I can't live with it. So do I burn?
How do you know he's still there?
Because he escapes me. I picked up the laundry. He came out from under the laundry and he ran under the dryer.
Yeah, but now he might be someplace else because you're not home.
In your bed.
Or
What do
she
you-
might be laying eggs.
What do you feed them?
I feel like they're going to eat Savannah. They're going to eat my dog.
All right, so the wolf spider. Do not kill wolf spiders. That's the moral of the story?
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't want to, but I don't know. If I see that thing again, it might be her or me. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, Froggy,
have
what's
to
up?
move.
What's up with you, Frog?
You know how a smell or a song, a sound, or even a taste can take you back to a place?
Oh, yeah.
So this morning, for the first time, and I don't even know how long, I was looking for something to eat in the machine here. I didn't bring anything to work. I had Pop-Tarts. I haven't had Pop-Tarts in a long time.
Oh, that sounds good.
It took me back when I ate the very first bite to getting ready to go to school when I was a kid.
Oh, you had to start those days with a nutritious breakfast.
I had that feeling of sitting there and eating it over the counter, dreading going to school, but I'm like, oh man, it was instant. It's so funny how a taste or a sound or a smell or something can just take you right back to that moment. It was fleeting, it was quick. And I loved my Pop-Tart. However, it did take me back to, I remember getting ready for school eating Pop-Tarts.
I love
that.
the old school without the frosting. I would butter them and put them in the broiler and brown them.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I had a strawberry one this morning. I just cooked it in the company toaster oven, and
Right.
I'm probably going to die from whatever's in there.
You will.
The Pop-Tart was
Caution, filling may be hot. Scary. What's up?
So earlier we were talking about that dopamine high and things like that. I just want to add to the list, if we didn't touch upon it already. I reconnected with an old friend, and my buddy told Darren, and just being on the phone with him was so exhilarating. We had an amazing conversation, and one thing led to the next, and now we're like, you know what? Let's go on vacation together in a couple of weeks. So we're planning a vacation. We haven't done that in a long, long time, but it's so cool. But I got this crazy, spring in my step yesterday because of it. So that was a dopamine high for me.
That's one of your old friends. I remember tall Darren from way, way back when.
Yeah, I was his best man in his wedding, but sometimes you fall off after a while.
Give him our best.
Is he friends with Jet Ski Brian?
He is not. They don't know each other.
How about Barnyard Bulb?
No barnyard. No.
Are they friends? Are they friends? But yeah, that's a little burst of dopamine.
How about taxidermy Teddy?
Remember him? Remember Mark the Molester?
We don't talk to him anymore.
No, we totally let him off the list. Hey, Danielle, what's up with you?
All right, so I'm doing something really cool on Saturday. So you guys know I am a huge fan of the mystery and novel author Harlan Coben. When he came to the radio station and I saw him in person, I didn't even know what he looked like, and I freaked out. So he asked me, along with our friend Jamie, to moderate a big event with him going on at American Dream this Saturday for his new book, Nobody's Fool.
He invited you?
Yes, so we're going to sit down and chat 6 o'clock at American Dream. If you are a fan of Harlan Coben, you can be part of this. You'll get a book, you'll get a picture, you'll get to hang out and listen. If you go to AmericanDream.com, you can get your tickets, or Eventbrite.com, or if you go to my Radio Danielle Monaro Instagram, I'm going to post it there. But again, it's this Saturday at American Dream, where we love to go anyway, at 6 o'clock. Harlan Coben talking about his new book, Nobody's Fool. He's amazing, and yeah, he's got a lot of really great ones on Netflix too.
The fact he invited you to come do that is...
I'm so excited.
That is really cool.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah.
Again, the information is where?
Yeah, you go to Radio Danielle Monaro in a few minutes. I'm going to post it for you.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Nate, what's up?
I was late to jump on this bandwagon, but I've been watching The Pit on Max. My goodness, what a fantastic show.
You love it. You talk about it nonstop.
It's really, really, really good. My mom had started watching it. She suggested for me to watch it, and I was initially resisting because it looked like a new version of ER. It is, but it's 10 times better. It's so good.
What makes it better?
It is 15 hours in the day of an emergency department at a hospital, at a trauma center. So every episode is an hour in real time.
So the whole season is a day?
Basically, yes.
Right.
And it is very, 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 very good. I highly recommend it. So if you have Max, give it a shot.
Is it as intense as Mid-Century Modern with Nathan Lane?
Not nearly as intense as that.
It's very intense.
Nothing could be that intense.
Okay. Just a second. All right, we went around the room. Let's do sound with Garrett.
Yes.
Okay, what's scary? What microphone? There he is. I think that you're good. They're right there. Okay.
All right, let's start out last night. Shohei Ohtani, pretty much like a movie last night, playing for the Dodgers. Walk-off home run on his own bobblehead night, and this is what it sounded like.
High fly ball to center field. Harris is back. Ohtani, inevitable.
Imagine an entire stadium holding your bobblehead as you're running the bases.
Wow, a lot of dopamine in that stadium.
Yeah, exactly. Deborah Norville, the host of Inside Edition, just announced that she is stepping away from Inside Edition after 30 years.
Remember, she visited us several times.
Yeah.
She did a segment at our show. She's just a great journalist, great lady.
So this is her saying that she's stepping away.
It has been an honor and a privilege to be here at Inside for all these years. A milestone like this is a time for reflection. And on reflection, I've decided that now is the time for me to move on from Inside Edition.
And we don't know what she's going to do, but it sounds like she might have some other plans down the road.
I hope so.
All right. So we were talking about going to Florida, possibly Disney or Universal down the road. But here is a former Disney worker talking about one of the dumbest questions she ever received.
I worked for Disney World as a CP in Bell Services at one of the resorts. I once had a guest come up to me who had been checked in for hours and they still hadn't received their luggage to the room, and they were using Disney's Magical Express service. We were trying to track down their luggage and we couldn't find it anywhere in our system, so we finally asked the guest where they left their luggage. They told us that they left it on their front porch of their home because they thought the service was magical.
Aww.
As if there's a magical bus that goes around all over the world and just picks up people's luggage and sends it to Disney World.
They should have fine print when you get the magical service.
Yeah.
On the bottom, service is not really magic.
Yeah, take your luggage.
That's so cute.
All right, so we played this song yesterday, the other day from Kesha and T-Pain, Yippee-Ki-Yay, and sounds like this.
Okay.
All right, so T-Pain actually recorded his version of this song live on Twitch, and you can watch him do the entire verse, and he comes up with his verse live on Twitch. So this is him just feeling out the beat, getting some lyrics. You don't hear the full thing, but this is what a little sample sounds like.
I just put up to the bar and a brand new one. That bitch only cost a couple grand. Do it on the
T-Pain.
Yeah.
We like T-Pain.
And he word by word, pretty much. And then finally, so William Shatner was on the CBS Early Show with Gayle King, and Gayle King's getting ready to go into space with Katy Perry in a couple of weeks. William Shatner already got to go on that space
Adventure.
Yeah, Voyage, whatever.
sure.
And so listen to William Shatner give Gayle King some advice.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Go to good person for advice. He's been. Here, let's see what he says.
You're going to feel it, Gail. And I don't want you to wear that dress because it's the color of blood. Okay? We don't want any blood, Gail. The G-forces that are going to be on you, you're going to feel like, I'm going to die, but you're not going to die, Gail.
You are scaring the beep out of me right now.
Gail, say a mantra. Do a mantra like, say, Priceline. Hydrogen was being poured into the ship, and the Hindenburg had burned with hydrogen, and I'm thinking, that's frightening, girl.
Oh, my God. So
not the best person
No,
to ask.
no.
I'm assuming she's still going after that.
I would hope.
So it's Gayle King and Katy Perry and
Lawrence
Yes, Bezos.
Soon to be
Lawrence
Bezos.
Sanchez.
Okay.
Sanchez.
It's an all-woman flight.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Well, Godspeed.
Yeah.
Hope they make it down alive.
Is Lauren going before or after the wedding?
Probably before,
Wow.
I would guess.
Well, you know.
Well, you're a good American.
Oh, thank
Gary.
you very
Refund
much.
on that toaster just in case.
By the way, thank you for all your impressions. There's about 200 of them I have to go through.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yay!
Yeah, people are sending those in. Oh, you wanted to tell us not
yes.
to call your house tonight. Why?
Because Call of Duty Warzone just dropped with a brand new map, Verdansk. It came out back in 2020 during the pandemic. They waited 5 years. So, yes, I'm super excited. If you're an OG Call of Duty fan, this is your game. I downloaded before I left for work. I woke up extra early, which I never do for work, and just to download the game.
Is there an iHeart component here?
Yes. Yeah, no. Everybody from iHeart is teaming up with Call of Duty 2, so that's why we're talking about it, and they knew I was a fan.
All right, I had you on my schedule to call tonight. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off.
No,
All right, thank you, Garrett.
Oh, what does Bobby Flay think of my mom's meatloaf?
All right, he's now tasting your meatloaf. It's very red.
If you missed part of this week's shows, catch up with Elvis Duran on demand.
What is the meat? It's ground turkey. It reminds me of like a turkey hot dog. What would you add to it, Bobby? Do you have a spice rack?
Elvis Duran on demand. Subscribe now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Who is this?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Oh, my God. This is porn.
What is?
Gandhi just sent me porn.
What is it?
Well, okay. You can't describe it on the air because we'll get thrown off.
Let me see.
It's a chicken parm sandwich.
That looks good.
Oh, God.
Oh, it looks like it's made with like that. No, it's focaccia, I think.
I don't know.
I thought it was the Hawaiian, King's Hawaiian.
Where'd you get this? I don't think it's King's Hawaiian.
No.
But I love King's Hawaiian. Why are you sending me food porn? This looks delicious.
Okay, so my buddy Mario Vitolo from Emilio's Bellato, he's
Right.
doing his own thing a little bit, and he partnered with Yankee Stadium, and now he's bringing these chicken parm sandwiches to Yankee Stadium, and I was talking to him, Danielle.
What?
I was talking to him yesterday, and he asked if he could bring us some, and I checked with you guys, knowing that the answer was going to be yes, but I also made him send me pictures of the food so that I could show all
These look
of you.
beautiful.
Oh my
I mean, look,
gosh.
food that comes out of that place is never bad.
I need that in me right
so
now.
Okay, pardon me.
God,
If-
isolate that
don't get
from-
me wrong, but this chicken parm sandwich is so good. I would put my finger in there.
Wow. That says a lot.
See, guys, the food at Yankee Stadium is fabulous.
Well, look, we would love to have him as a guest as long as he. I tell you what, if he brings those sandwiches, I'll bring my finger, and we'll all be good.
I'm going to tell him he said that.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get those
And
sandwiches
tell him to
ASAP.
bring Aaron Judge with him, too.
Okay.
Okay, God,
I'm
we've
sure
got-
that's how it works.
We have a list.
Yeah.
All right, well, Miller's Villado.
Thanks.
I have a whole list from there they could bring. But
my
let's start with a sandwich and a finger. It started with a sandwich and a finger. I like that.
A love story.
It is. So how long are you in Columbus?
I'm here till the weekend is over. I'm leaving early Sunday morning.
Just to see your sister and go see a show?
Yes. Shane Gillis, who is probably my favorite comedian of the moment, is coming here, but he's not coming to New York City, so I had to fly to see him, and I thought, I'll come here.
Why would he not come to New York City?
Oh, weird.
Oh, man.
Isn't that funny? We just think we're all that. You don't come to New York. Well,
We are.
no, but we're not.
It's New York.
Rude.
We aren't. We aren't everything.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it was a scheduling thing because it's an arena, so he's doing an arena tour. And maybe he'll be opening up more dates depending on how this goes. I don't know. And I would see him again and again because that man is hilarious.
Name something you want to do before you die. Go, Gandhi.
Oh, God. Stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy. Danielle.
Work in Disney World.
Work in Disney World. Nate, before you die, you need to do...
See the pyramids.
See the pyramids. Froggy, before you croak, what do you need to do?
I like to go to the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower. Oh, that's so far. It's a pretty easy one.
Nice.
Pretty-
Wait, what's yours?
I have a million of them. I was trying to whittle it down last night.
Okay.
Scary before you die.
Travel to Japan.
Yeah, you know what? That's on my list too. Okay, so hear me out. I think before I die, I want to die.
What?
What
does this mean?
Okay.
I know what you're saying.
And come back
Yeah.
on the
Nick
team.
and I almost did that.
Oh.
Yeah. One of you through a brain tumor. One of you through several
That's
strokes.
right. Yeah.
But I don't want it to be painful. I don't want to. It needs to be like a boom, boom. Okay, I'm back. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Like a ding,
I
ding,
think
ding,
you can do that.
like a bewitched thing. You just twitch your nose,
Yeah,
ding, ding,
yeah,
ding, ding, dead, and then Dr. Bombay brings me back.
Right.
I don't think you'd appreciate it as much if it wasn't slightly painful.
Well, I just want to see what's there.
Ayahuasca.
I could choke you right now.
No.
No. Ayahuasca.
Yes.
I don't know if that's death, though, is it? It's just you get really sick and see things, and your dead parents come to see you.
Well, a lot of people say, from what I've heard, that you enter another realm and you talk to spirits in the afterlife or whatever the next thing is after this.
That's what they say.
And they take you on a tour, you have a guide, and you learn so much about yourself and about other things.
Is that a drug you're talking about?
Well, yeah, you get drugged out.
Is that what they took on that show with Nicole Kidman? Remember, they were all
Yes.
like, yes.
I think, well, sort of like that.
Yeah, and they were all like seeing things.
It's also
and feeling things. And
DMT.
Yeah.
There's more to it than that. There's a,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a thing. It's a ritual, and
Yes.
and you have to have someone with you,
Yeah.
probably.
Mhm.
I mean, I did something one time. We'll not talk about what it is. And I did see my parents.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I told you about that?
Yes, I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
It was strange. But
Was it
wasn't-
nice?
It was great. No, I know. It was a happy moment I had with my mom and dad. And they were in black and white. It was really weird. There's
Whoa.
no color. Black and white, mom and dad. Another great name for a band. So, okay, the reason why I want to die before I die, and maybe not through all of the above ways, through drugs or whatever, ritual, I want to do the real thing, but not stay there. Because I want to know what it is like. What is there? Are there streets paved with gold? Is it nothing? Are we just worm dirt? Bless you. If you could sneeze in the middle of a very important conversation, that'd be pretty awesome.
I think it's different for everybody.
Well, okay. Listen here. I don't, all theories are fine. Nothing's wrong.
I think it's different for everybody. I had not an out-of-body experience, but I kind of saw what the viewpoint of the room was like that I was in, right, when it was happening. And it was kind of, I was very insignificant in the grand scheme of
Okay.
things.
And I can believe that to be true because I think in reality we are insignificant.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be hovering in that room for the rest of your
No.
death. For the rest of your death.
No, I didn't see any light.
Yeah.
Did you see light, Frog?
I did not.
Or people. There's someone talking to me. Are all my dead pets there? I kind of want those answers, but on the other side of it, I don't want those answers.
Yeah.
We're not we're not supposed to know till we get there, right, Danielle?
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't been there, so I couldn't tell you. My mom did say, though, when my grandpa was dying, she felt like somebody in the room with their hands on her shoulders, like it was the Holy Spirit saying, "Don't worry, I've got him now. I'm going to take care of him."
Okay.
So she felt like, even though she didn't pass, she felt like she experienced something through that whole thing with my grandfather. Or my father, not my grandfather, my father. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I guess you really can't fully explain it unless only you understand if you've
Yeah.
been through it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So our list was Froggy wants to see the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
Gandhi wants to do stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
Danielle wants to work at Disney World.
Yes.
I want to die.
Okay.
So we got that list going.
It is the great unknown.
It is the great unknown.
It's the greatest question none of us really has an answer to.
Well, I will tell you, if I wish we had called Alex on this, but when Uncle Johnny was alive, he always said, even when he was at his healthiest, Uncle Johnny would say, there's a secret, and you're not going to know the secret till you die. And we're like, well, what do you think it is, Johnny? I don't know. There's a secret. And I'm like, okay.
There is.
So,
I wish he would come down and tell us.
well, maybe he's trying to show us.
Maybe.
Maybe we're not looking hard enough. Do you have Alex on the phone? I don't know what button. What? 20? Is there a 20 on here? Here. Hi, Alex. Hello. Alex, is this...
Alex?
Hello. I almost said the F word.
I think it's frozen.
It's
not. I thought we just fixed that.
Hang on.
With
Piece
the
of
phone.
crap.
Give me a second.
I'm so glad we work at iHeart.
Trash.
Surely we have resources that can find a phone system that works.
Oh, that's a good impression of you.
Yeah.
That one right there. A phone system.
And then don't forget to hit the mic.
Right?
Yeah.
Is he there?
No, hold on.
Hello, lady.
Are you there? Hello.
No. This thing doesn't work.
Piece of crap.
I thought we had people in here that fixed it today.
Well, no, they didn't fix it.
Oh.
They just saw it not work. It's okay. Leave it alone.
I have
wanna
a question about this for you.
About death or
Yes.
this phone system?
No, about death.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you want to die before you die because you want to see what's happening. What if you found out it was just we turned to dirt? Would you live your life differently?
No, I would not.
Would anything make you live your life differently if you found out?
As far as what's happening after,
Yeah.
I don't want to go to hell if there's a hell.
Okay.
Am I the only one who wants to be surprised?
Okay.
I just
No, you're not.
I don't want to know.
Well, a lot of people don't want to know, and I get that.
If you knew that everybody who passed away before you, your family, knows everything that you're doing now and saying and thinking, would you change how you live your
Haven't
life?
you seen that meme with the grandma
Yeah.
looking down from the clouds?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? What does it say on the meme? Grandma's looking down from the clouds.
Yeah, she's watching you do something, and it's something really vile.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Well, grandma's watching you do that nasty stuff all over that blanket she made for you. I will tell you, right after a friend dies, I do think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
Like when they're gone, are they watching me doing what I'm doing?
Or if they know, like, say you lied to them about something, do they know the truth now? What? Do you know what I mean? When they die, like, do they find out all? I'm like,
I don't know.
damn. Who wronged them? Oh, boy.
Okay, we can't get Alex on. I'll just tell the story. It doesn't. But thank him.
All right.
This phone system really sucks.
Sorry, we can't take you on the other phone.
At least this phone system knows what it's like to be dead. This phone system knows what death is all about because it's dead. Piece of dead crap.
Yep.
So Uncle Johnny would say, when you die, there's a secret that only you know. Well, Uncle Johnny, what do you think it is? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I said, Johnny, when you die, come talk to us and tell us what the secret is. I can't tell you the secret. So, can you visit us? I will visit you. So here's my other theory, is maybe these people are trying to visit us, but either we're not looking in the right places or expecting it to be like in the form of a crow flying by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be in the way water falls into your glass. We don't know.
That's true.
So maybe they're trying to talk to us. Anyway, before I die, I want to die.
I agree.
That's a good answer.
You want me to die too?
Jesus.
That's not nice. Not very nice, Nate.
Okay, well, anyway.
I don't want to spoil anything for my big ending.
Well, no.
Is your big ending?
Is this a spoiler alert?
It's like a tap dance.
I will tell you, many people have shared their death experiences, and a lot of them are the same. A lot of them are different.
Yeah.
So we don't know if any of those are real or we don't know.
You'll only know when you go.
It's the secret. Thank you, Uncle Johnny. Hey, hello, lady.
Am I the only one that is looking at Scary's big ending with a top hat, a cane, and some razzle dazzle?
Oh, God, and a monocle.
I can see you on Broadway.
Yes. Jazz hands.
All right, we really must move forward. It is our favorite day of the week, and it's food news.
Froggy's food news. Food you should be trying. What's going away? What's making and frying?
All right, that's enough of that. Let's. That goes on and on. Food news. I'm so excited. Food News Thursday. Let's go, Frog.
It's a really sweet addition this week. Hershey's Kisses. They have a new mashup flavor. Their new Hershey's Kisses Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavor combines cinnamon sugar, graham cracker flavored cookie bits, and a white cream swirl in a traditional chocolate kiss. Ooh. You can find them now at your grocery store shelves nationwide.
Yes.
If you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and a Hershey's Kiss.
That's nice.
Reese's, pronounced properly, tried fooling their fans earlier this week on April Fool's Day by claiming that they were going into the sandwich business. But in fact, they are. There is going to be a new peanut butter and jelly Reese's Cup flavor that is going to be hitting store shelves very soon. Everything you love about PB&J's, and now it's inside of a Reese's Cup made of chocolate.
My.
Available nationwide in standard, king, and snack size multi-packs for a limited time only. So try it out, Danielle. Butterfinger launching their first new flavor in over 10 years. You ready for this, Danielle?
Yeah.
Salted caramel Butterfinger.
Oh, my God.
That sounds nice.
Everything he's talking about is so good.
I know. It's a very sweet edition of Food News today. So, yeah, that is also available nationwide. Will be sold through June. So it's nationwide, but you got to get it between now and June or it will be gone. Also, Cutwater, known for their high-quality, ready-to-drink cocktails. They have just introduced 3 new flavors for spring and summer. The Lemon Drop Martini, a spicy mango margarita, and a Gin Collins Cutwater's version of another classic with a 13% alcohol rate. The new Cutwater canned cocktails are available now, once again, for spring and summer. So, for the countdown today, this just came out this week. When you go to a fast food place, what chain gets your order right the most?
Oh, right. Oh, correct.
Okay. We're not guessing, right? We're not going to guess?
No, this is on accuracy.
Okay,
This
here
is
we go.
based strictly on accuracy. Has nothing to do with how long you're in the drive-thru or any of that. It's strictly on order accuracy.
Okay.
Number 5.
Good to know.
Arby's at number 5.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I mean, you might get the stray curly Q fry in your french fries, but it's accurate. Number 4, KFC.
Okay.
Number 3, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
All right.
Okay.
A very close race to number 1. Number 2 is McDonald's.
Oh.
And the number 1, they get it right over 96% of the time, is Chick-fil-A.
There you go. You know, here's the thing. When fast food restaurants get it wrong, then we get those great videos on TikTok.
Yeah, that is true.
On Instagram. People like throwing things across. kicking
Climbing through the window.
Kicking the cash register off
Yeah.
the counter. Anyway, and there you go. There's your food news.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Frog's Food News. Waking up.
All of you are so hilarious.
That's the material.
Wake up. I start my day with it.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
You know, we had such a great time with Vanna White from Wheel of Fortune when she came to see us. What a great show that was.
Yeah.
And while we were here, our friend Rick Murray decides to come down the hall and go, I've got an idea. Let's do this. And we're doing it. Next week on Wheel of Fortune with our own Ryan Seacrest, iHeart is all over. It's iHeart Week.
That's so cool.
I know. We have our own week on Wheel of Fortune.
Wow.
It's true. And so what happens, contestants that get on there and they start spinning the wheel and winning stuff, they can win incredible iHeart prizes, like vacations to some of our wildly popular events, like the iHeartRadio Music Festival. They can win vacations to the iHeart Country Music Festival, the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball Tour, the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards, and some of the prizes you can win, including a trip to New York to come visit our morning show.
Whoa. So cool.
You can win an Elvis Duran in the Morning Show experience in New York.
Oh, what? So cool. I wonder what that experience is.
Well, I guess you come in here and you get to see this.
Are we vetting these people? We're just going to let anyone in here?
If they win.
If they win, yeah, of course.
Okay.
What do you mean? You want to vet the people? Let's make sure they're cool.
There's some riffraff coming up in here. You never know.
No, they have to be on Wheel of Fortune, so we know they can get there.
Riffraff.
Do you think when the Wheel of Fortune contestants come in, we say, good morning, they say, good morning.
Oh, man.
Like they say on iHeart, on Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so you could, maybe when you hit bankrupt, you get a trip to our show.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're going to the Elvis Duran show.
That's the constellation prize.
You go on a trip to the iHeartRadio Theater show in Los Angeles. Wait, we have an iHeartRadio Theater show? Oh, a show at the iHeartRadio Theater.
Wow.
Oh, okay. You could win a trip to Nashville's Let Freedom Sing 4th of July celebration, an iHeart event. A trip to Vegas to see Janet Jackson. All during iHeart Week. All next week on Wheel of Fortune.
Woo!
There you go.
That's awesome.
It pays to know someone on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, definitely.
You know
I love
who we know?
this.
You know who we know?
Vanna.
Vanna White.
She's our bestie.
Well, then Ryan Seacrest is there too, as you know.
Oh, yeah. He's our other bestie.
He's okay.
So there you go. Oh, guess what? You just won a trip to Elvis Duran show. Why not? Here we go. Welcome to iHeart Week, a Wheel of Fortune. All right. There it is. There it is. It's right up there. The clue is failed morning shows.
Stop.
Elvis Duran of the morning show. No, hasn't failed yet.
It's getting there.
Failed morning shows. Elvis Duran.
It's the only one I can think
When he
of.
did mornings in Austin, Texas. Yeah, that's it. You want a trip to see him again. The failed morning show. Anyway, I don't know what all that was.
Do you
but
think if they win the...
I would love a nice nutty ho-ho.
Hell yeah, we're going to get weird.
What the hell do we do for a living?
I'm driving to work.
Good morning.
I'm not going to tell anyone because they'll think I'm cuckoo. Like those cuckoos on the radio. Bunch of fruitcakes.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady. Hey, welcome to the show.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Well, come on in here. Have a seat. Let's do the show. Welcome to the barnyard. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, well, welcome to the day. It is Thursday, April 3rd.
Yeah.
For those of you who are asleep, yes, we're now in the month of April.
That's crazy,
I don't know.
man.
Gone